So I often get these questions. Oh my God, where's the manicure? The dry skin is still there. How come you didn't remove the cuticle? So in today's video, I'm going to talk about it, why I leave the cuticle, so why I don't cut the skin fold, and why I leave the dry skin behind. So this is how I see it. I see dry skin. So let's start with the dry skin. I see dry skin as a symptom. Basically, it's a symptom of impaired, so not properly functioning skin barrier. So on top of our dermis, so on top of our living skin, we have a layer of dead skin, but that dead skin is not there to be removed. The dead skin is there to protect the living skin. So it's there to protect the living skin from pathogens, so allergens, viruses, and bacteria. So you wouldn't want actually to have the dermis exposed. So you don't want to have the living skin exposed. And there can be a few reasons, obviously, why skin barrier could be compromised or broken. It could be because of nutritional issues. It could be because of health issues. It could be because, I don't know, it could be hormonal, for example. But I'm not a nutritionist, so I can't give you nutritional advice. I'm not a doctor, so I can't give you medical advice. And I'm not an endocrinologist, so I can't give you advice about hormones. But I do know a lot about cosmetics, and very often the issues stem from improper skincare. So I have lots of experience with skincare, and I can definitely share the solutions, and this is what I do. So now when I see dry and crusty skin or hard skin, I know it's a symptom of something. And removing that dry skin does not actually solve anything. And yes, it's a quick fix, but unfortunately, usually it makes the problem worse in the long run. Because on top of having issues with skin barrier, now you have, when you're assaulting the skin by cutting it and filing, you are making things worse because you're creating a lot of inflammation. So imagine this. You have a garden where the soil is completely dry, cracking and crusty and hard. And you have no idea how to fix it because you're not a gardener. So you call professionals. Now you can have two type of professionals that will help you. So you will have one person who will come in and they will say, yeah, sure, no problem. I will just remove the dry soil and it will look much, much better. And do you think it's a good solution? So yes, the picture is going to look good. The garden will look better. The second person will come in and they will say, okay, so this garden needs more compost, more mulch to keep the moisture in. I will need to turn the soil a bit and add this and that. And you have to put fertilizer and you have to water a little bit on a regular basis. And bit by bit, you will fix your garden. And I don't always blame the professionals because very often the clients also have very unrealistic expectations and they stomp their feet and they say, I want this fixed now. Like I want it perfect today. And you know, people deliver. So I'm very curious, which solution would you pick? Personally, I'm the type of person who always looks at things long-term. I don't like quick fixes. I want to do things right, and I don't like any cover-ups. So I might exfoliate the skin around the nails a bit when you see my videos, and then I talk to the client and I advise them what they should use and how they can take care of their skin so the skin can be repaired. So when it comes to the stretched cuticle, it's actually not a stretched cuticle or overgrown cuticle. It's actually a stretched skin fold. And again, I usually ask the question, why is it stretched? Well, because it's stuck to the nail, because the skin is not functioning properly. And as the nail is growing, it's pulling that skin with it. So how do we fix it? So cutting it, again, it's not a solution. It's going to make things worse because now cut skin is going to develop a scab and it's going to start peeling. So this is not a solution really long term. So what I would do is I would advise, first of all, to start with the skincare. So the skin gains elasticity. And you also exfoliate very gently. Usually chemical exfoliants are way better. Usually products with urea, salicylic acid, lactic acid, very gentle exfoliants. So the skin can function better. And then it gains elasticity and the skin turnover is healthier and the skin does not stick to the nail too much. So when that skin improves, then I recommend nudging it very gently, not separating the skin fold from the nail, but just nudging it gently. So the skin, training the skin so it sits nicely around the nail. And this type of skincare has to be done at home on a regular basis, like the garden that needs to be watered daily and cared for daily, not have a layer of dry soil just dumped every 3 weeks because it looks ugly. If you found this video helpful, if this answered your questions, please forward it to someone who is interested in nail care. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.